powered by Pipe TV.
Tony's on the move again. Tony's on the move again.
Hi and welcome. I am your host, Miss Tony, and welcome to the show. On today's episode of On the Move with Miss Tony, I have one phenomenal guest that is definitely on the move and unstoppable. He has so many layers that we need to uncover. Artist, singer, actor, model. I mean, that's just to name a few.
That's true.
So, of course, we have to try to keep up with him. So he has invited us here on the set. We're here in Brooklyn at Floyd Bennett Field.
Yes.
And I want to thank you
Very
for
welcome.
allowing us to come. And I want to thank him and welcome him to the show. So here we have our guest, SANDOR McLean. Hey,
you doing?
SANDOR.
How you doing, Tony?
I'm good. It's a long time.
Yes.
I mean, long time coming.
Talk about it.
Yes, for real. SANDOR, thank you for allowing us to come and check your scene out.
No problem.
And I already know that this is going to be awesome. Okay? Like I said, SANDOR has many layers. And one other layer that he has included now that has come is creative director.
Yes.
Okay, so before we even get there, everyone wants to know your story, how you got here. So I'm going to bring you back a little bit to little SANDOR. How you grew up, where are you from? Tell your story. Go ahead.
I grew up in Marcy Projects in Brooklyn, home of Jay-Z, famous now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But before any of the entertainment, my mind was really set on basketball. So Michael Jordan was my idol, as he was many.
Yeah.
So I followed him severely all the way up to college and everything. And I was actually supposed to go to Tar Heels, play college ball, D1, and all that good stuff. I can still rock out.
Look at you.
What happened was my oldest daughter was born. And I couldn't see myself raising my daughter from another state, so I stayed. And in staying, God, pushed me in the direction of singing. So that's kind of like how that got started.
Right.
I wasn't thinking about singing, modeling, acting, none of it. But staying in shape was always a part of me, staying in the gym and stuff like that. So eventually I wound up into a music group. And
actually I want you to hold on that because like I said, you have so many layers. Your personality is big. You have a big personality. Like, how did your family cope with this big personality?
Well, at first they kind of got sick of me. They were really tired. I'm the prankster. So I crack a lot of jokes. Do a lot of stuff, and I don't know when to stop. But they love me. They love me dearly. I stay close with them. I was raised to be around my family, so we kind of just deal with our ups and downs.
Got you.
Love y'all, family.
So again, you talk about you being a singer. So I want to go back to a clip that we did an interview previous, where you talked about you becoming and developing into this lead singer and model. So let us go back for a moment and take a look at that clip. Hey, this is your girl, Miss Tony. I want to welcome you guys to the show. And of course, all the time on my show, I bring the greatest people to you. And one such person that has been making moves in the social media era is definitely this gentleman here. He is a model, a singer, an actor, And that's just to name a few. He has so many layers. So please put your hands together, and I want you guys to please welcome Sandor McLean. Hi, Sandor.
How you doing, Tony? Thank you for having me.
Look, I've been following you for a while, Sandor. You know, we became very good friends a couple of years ago. I would say almost 3 years.
Yeah, about that.
Close to 3 years.
Yeah.
And I actually met you as a model.
Yes, you did.
But that's not how you started.
No.
You actually started out as a singer.
I broke your heart, I made you cry, I apologize. Why can't you see that you and me till the day we die? No, I won't say goodbye, won't be with you, ain't no surprise. You're the moon stars, you make me fly. No, I won't deny you're the reason why. Pick up the phone, answer my call, let's talk it out. Don't fight with me, I'm on my way. Let's work it out, baby girl, on my world. I don't want nobody but you. Break up, please stay.
I surely did.
Right?
Long history singing.
Long history in singing, right? Born and raised in Brooklyn, single family household, right? Parent household, and he's been making some moves there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a passion. It's something. I don't think about it. You know, I wake up and it's there. You know, it's how I move. It's how my energy moves. So, you know, I go with it. You know what I mean? And it's fun. It feels good to fulfill. You know, and just see things that you dream about materialize. You know. Feels even better when you have people that enjoy it as well, you know.
Absolutely.
So for me, it's more of a message, or you know, being able to send good vibes people way so they can enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Look, Sandor, from elementary school right up into middle school, he's been doing some great vocals. You were doing a little bit of acting too. That you know, stage and whatnot.
I mean, even as a kid, you know, they have plays and stuff. What they used to. I don't know what they're doing today. But I always seem to land the lead role in almost every play that, you know, I audition for. You know, my energy is, if you're going to do it, do it.
That's
you know,
right.
Don't halfway do it. So.
And you always knew you had the main part anyway, right?
Well, I mean, my confidence was high, and I was always hoping there wasn't any other competition.
Right.
But the goal is to always assume within yourself that you're going to win. Because if you assume within yourself you're going to lose, then that's exactly right.
I like that attitude you've taken. And doing that, you've actually, as you grew into wanting to do singing.
Yeah.
You started out actually not by yourself. You were with a group.
Yeah.
What's the name of the group?
The first group was Voices of Nature. Wow, that's so funny.
Aging himself. Yeah.
That was straight out of high school. It was actually by accident. Before all of that, another layer, basketball was the dream.
Basketball too.
I had a long way with that, but my first daughter was born. I couldn't see myself out of state trying to raise a kid, so
you stayed.
Fell back, and God gave me all these other gifts.
That's right, which we're going to get into in a few minutes. You know, I also saw in your bio that you was singing.
Yeah.
You became a solo artist.
Yes.
And you actually performed on the Apollo.
Yeah.
How did you do in there?
The Apollo was scary. It was cool, but for me it was a test. at that point, I wasn't too convinced by what was going on in the industry as far as signing artists, but that was a way to be seen for people to see.
Correct. Yes, it is.
So my take on a lot of social events that's trying to get artists and singers is more of a let me see you type thing. You may not win that deal, but people will see you enough to contact you later.
Absolutely. Apollo was the place
that's
to go.
That's what the Apollo was about for me.
That's right.
You know, I went the first round. I wouldn't say I lost the second round because of the way it's set up.
Right.
It's not set up for talent. It's set up upon the people that you bring.
That's right.
You know, so my competition saw that I was going to win after the first round, and they made sure they doubled their people in the second round. And, yeah, I went
that's what it is. That sounds so familiar to a lot of people.
You know,
yeah, but you know what? You're actually so very talented.
Thank you.
Because I also heard that you almost landed deals with Sony and some other major
Sony,
companies there.
Motown, J Records was in the works at the time. Industry is tough. It's something. But I had my ways in, and you know, at that time I would say I just wasn't mature enough. My career wasn't matured enough to take a lot of those steps, because what takes the life out of a lot of artists that are trying to get signed, honestly, is the signing the contracts and reading over the work and stuff like that. As an artist, we want to be able to sing and enjoy and have fun, you know, but that's part of the business.
That's the business side.
You know,
that's
so
right.
when it comes to that, everybody starts to get that little cramp in your stomach, and it changes.
Absolutely,
how you move,
it does.
You know, so
yeah,
that was major. I just couldn't see myself because I didn't have a lawyer. I don't have money for a lawyer and stuff like that. I couldn't see myself signing a contract just because somebody promised it to me, and I'm just supposed to think everything was just going to happen.
But look,
you know?
I already know, you know, besides singing, you also have to have this image.
Yes.
You know, you have to look the part as well.
Yes.
Which push you to go towards your modeling career.
Most definitely.
So how long have you actually been modeling?
Consistently, about three going on 4 years.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah, I think that's when I met you. You were just coming into the scene, and we saw each other at Mr. Don's Shoot-a-thon, right? That's one of the places that a lot of models, up-and-coming models, if they want to get some pictures and exposure and get to know what's going on, that's one of the places. And I saw him, I'm like, oh, who is that? Yes, new, and you branched very well in there.
Well, like modeling, the industry of modeling, it wasn't too far off from the industry of singing. So, you know, some things were familiar, just done a different way.
Yes.
So I kind of knew where to walk, where not to walk.
Right. You learned that quick.
Pick up, you know, the things that I need to pick up, you know, to better myself and go forward with it,
Right.
You know?
And you actually landed a couple of deals too. You got published. Here, this new guy out here, this new model. Who is this model? Who is Sandor the model? That's what everybody was saying. And next thing you know, his pictures are being published. It's everywhere. You know, how did you feel about that?
It was great, man. Like being published was something that you know, I actually dreamed about. You know, being a model. You always say, you know, how do you get to be on that billboard or get to be inside that magazine? For me as a model, that's typically the goal. That's your award, your trophy.
Right.
You know, all the other stuff is fun too. But I angled for it, you know. I aimed for it, I worked for it, you know, and God bless me, and a lot of people love the work, so I'm appreciative of them. You know, I thank everybody that helped me, you know, get to that point. And you know, it's about four or five magazines still running. Still got the office coming, phone still running. So I'm just trying to pace myself.
I hear you. Yeah. Well, look, you talk about pacing yourself, but here I go again, telling you guys that we're about to uncover and unlayer who Sandor really is, because besides him being the artist and besides him being a model, he now moved into film. Yeah. I mean, goddamn, you know, I am tired. just you know, you laughing, but I'm getting very tired. But look, I want you guys to stay tuned, because we're going to talk a little bit more about his film career and what's going on with that and what he's doing now. Okay? So stay tuned. This is your girl, Miss Toni. And we are back with some more Sandor. So Sandor, in that clip, you talk about you becoming an artist, becoming now a model.
Yes.
So we are here today with you as a model, and not only that, a creative director.
Yes.
Again, thank you for allowing us to come on the set here at Floyd Bennett Field.
Very welcome.
Tell us what exactly is going on here on today's set.
Well, today we're shooting my second annual motorcycle end of summer photo shoot.
Nice.
I tend to want to take the summer out with a bang, you know, to make people not forget the summer. So last year we did this. We had a few models. It got to about 3 magazines.
Nice.
So we're out here trying to duplicate it, but on a higher scale. So if you notice, there's more than just bikes out here.
Correct. Yes.
You know, we've got a sense of what we're doing, and we got some of the best photographers and models out here. So I just made it, you know, real happy for them to come and shoot. You know.
Yeah, they
Gave them
are
a couple
happy.
of toys to play with.
I almost thought that I should have gotten a little bit more dressed up, more appropriate, but it's okay. How did you actually get motivated to start this?
It's a vision that I have. Honestly, it's part of me. You guys probably have never seen me on a bike, but it's not new. You know, I have been on bikes, so this is what leads me to some of my friends and everybody that rides bikes, which also leads into, you know, the other cars and toys and stuff that we have.
Yes.
But it's something that I felt needed to be, I guess, exploited, you know, so I use it as per my character.
Okay,
you know,
gotcha.
So make sure I was dressed nice. I gotta thank Mr. Kenya Smith for this outfit.
Okay.
You know, Kenya Smith is the fashion designer for the shoot.
Yes.
You know, so I was shooting in the stuff before you guys pulled me.
Yeah, definitely. Look, we're gonna come back with some more of the fashion, some more of our next layer.
Yes.
Which we'll be going into acting. Okay. So you guys come right back. You'll stay right here, right?
I'm not going nowhere.
Okay, and we'll be right back with some more Sandor. And we are back. We're back with more Sandor. Okay, Sandor, before we left, I briefly mentioned that you did film.
Yes.
So now you're an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm up on the, the IMDb website now. So if you look my name up, you can actually find it. So that's a trophy within itself. So
he's Googleable.
Hype about that, yes.
He's Googleable.
I actually did that.
Yes.
You know, as things climb up, you know, these are your passions, you know, the things that you actually want to do. I just take the step forward, you know, and let God do the rest.
You're inventing yourself.
Yeah, you have to.
Absolutely. So what is the first film that you actually, is it film or is it stage?
It's film.
Film. Okay.
I'm working my way as best I can towards stage. A lot of actors know that for you to get on the big films, the stage is where it's at. This is where they get all their people from after that, because of the voice projection and you know, seeing how you work. But the first actual film I did for my cousin Leilani. She's in film school, and she needed to do something for her school project. So she did a film called Fear. Okay, and Fear is based on the reverse of what today is. Okay, to give you a better idea, or if basically saying putting people in other shoes so you can see how it feels. Type thing, you know. So
that sounds exciting.
She got a really how
did she do?
She got a great award for it and everything. She passed the class and it was great.
Nice,
you know, but from that she decided to go into film production. So she has her own film production crew. Shout out to Leilani.
Plug.
She has a couple of films. You know, I was in her last film as well. But that's what actually started it. Like, she got me into that, and you know, I was able to circulate that a little bit to generate, you know, other people's views and opinions for me to get other roles.
All right, and what are you doing now? Anything on screen now?
There's nothing on screen right now, but there's a premiere that's being delayed because of the COVID-19.
Right. That's with
it was supposed to have dropped in March. But the latest movie I did was Pocket Full of Game. That's the most recent movie that I did. Has Zab Judah in it, has my boy Artie in it, has a few people in it, you know, so Deborah Cardona, she wrote Pocket Full of Game. She hasn't actually put it out yet because she actually has a deal or two on the table, so she's trying to work that out. So you know how that goes. They got to keep filming low.
That's right. Okay, so anything for the future, if you were to be more into being on screen, with like the big screen.
Yeah.
Who would you want to play a role against or with? Am I using the word correctly?
Honestly, off the top of my head, I actually know a few Hollywood actors personally, and I promised my friend Royce Johnson. Royce is in Marvel's Daredevil, Punisher.
Oh, cool.
He's in that whole series, that whole shebang. And I actually met him before he actually got to Marvel, so I told him I'm on your heels, and one day we're going to be on the same set together. So
there you go.
That's one of my goals, is to meet up with Royce on the set, to catch up with him in the big movie scene.
Y'all saw the little eye contact. Sounds like a challenge to me.
Much. I'm coming.
That's good. It's good because you have something to aspire towards. You know, you see that person, you're like, wow, I really admire that person. I want to, emulate. Try to get along that same line. Definitely. So I know right now we are based here in New York.
Yeah.
But do you also want to travel, or are you willing to travel out to?
Most definitely. I hear a lot that the movie scene is out in the West, LA, so to speak. So from here to there, it's kind of hard. I know a few people out there as well, but that's a road that's going to be a little bit challenging. So we'll see.
But you're willing to do it.
Oh, most definitely.
Of course, because you're looking to invent yourself and expand, right?
Most definitely.
Yes. And just moving directly from this film, we also doing, guys, TV. Are you guys tired yet? We moved to TV with Sandor.
God bless, right?
Yes. Blessings always to Sandor. So we will be back. This is your girl, Miss Toni.
Hey.
So we've just experienced Sandor once again as his acting career, it's blossoming. There's so much to you. So my thing now, we're back and we're going to talk a little bit about your designer that you have for this set. Tell me, what are you wearing?
Kenya Smith decided to go with the fatigue biker gear. So from the toes, from the boots, the patent leather boots to the pants, with the zippers, all the way from the t-shirt to the jacket, well, except for the glasses. But other than that, I'm all Kenya Smith right now.
All Kenya Smith, yes. And absolutely, because I follow him as well.
He's dope.
He is dope.
Yes.
He's dope. Yeah, I'm looking to get into one of his helmets, actually.
We're going to get a couple of shots of Miss Toni before she leaves.
Well, that's questionable, but okay. But okay, so now we're into acting.
Yes.
You are acting.
Yes.
Why?
Acting is also part of me. I started actually acting when I was in elementary school when I was a kid. So I kind of got the lead role a lot, and it kind of made me want to drift more into it. I kind of like being in character. It's not too hard to study a character's movement and put yourself in that place and just give yourself a little bit. So I decided to go for it.
Yes, absolutely. Because as you know, doing a concept shoot as a model, you have to play like a lead role.
Yes.
You have to now get into character.
Yes.
So here we are, all your disciplines actually mesh.
Pulling together.
Yes, pulling together. Sandor, what can someone see in your future, Sandor the artist?
In my future, very, very near, you guys will see my music video. I shot it 2 months ago on this exact same airfield. I spoke to my director a couple of days ago, and that should be ready. So it'll be out on all platforms. The video will be out. One of the models that's here, she was my lead girl.
Nice.
So that's in the near future. So the music is going to be pushing all through September. There's about 4 films that I'm working on.
I was about to say that. Sandor, the actor now. What are we looking for Sandor the actor in the future?
We're working on Pocket Full of Game 2. If you guys haven't seen part 1 is out right now.
Right.
We also have a new movie called Flesh of My Flesh that I'm working on with a great group of people out in Long Island. We're doing a horror film.
Ooh.
Shout out to Ray Luke, doing a horror film. So it's quite a few things that's on the table. So I'm just working it out the best way I can.
All right, and my last, Sandor the model.
Well, the model thing, honestly, I didn't pursue it the way I pursued everything else. The model thing came about because I'm an artist and I needed to have an image.
Yes.
Okay. There's a way to present yourself on the stage, the way you want to look and the way you bring it out. So I went to modeling, studied the craft of that, and just pushed it all together.
Look at that. Look at that.
So we can have a big event like this.
Yes.
You know?
Once again, all his disciplines coming together. Sandor is unstoppable. He could make a big, huge dent in this industry. Okay, so watch out for him.
Definitely.
So also, believe it or not, please watch out for him on his LDM network where he's doing. I was gonna say Body by Sandor, but it's Body by Sandor.
Body by Sandor.
When can they see that?
Dear Summer is the name of the show.
Dear Summer is the name of the show.
You can catch Dear Summer every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday on YouTube. We put out a new episode.
There you go, on the LDM network.
I'm filming that as well.
Yes.
Always a camera in front of me.
I bet. Okay, so look, everyone, this has been Sandor. He is doing great things. Sandor, tell them where they could find you and follow you.
Okay, you can find me on Facebook under Sandor Barnes. It's actually my name the way it sounds, but it has 2 silent H's, so it is me. You'll notice the pictures. You can also find me on Instagram at the model_actor_ Sandor, and pretty much all the rest of my social media tags are labeled that way.
There you go.
The model actor Sandor.
There you go. Okay, so follow Sandor, and on top of that, I want to tell you that all great things comes through this show.
That's right.
Okay, all great things comes through this show. We bring the greatest stories to you, stories that are inspirational. Sandor is one of them. You must follow him. As always, the show must come to an end.
That's right.
Yes, must come to an end. So I want everyone to be back next time for another exciting episode of On the Move with Miss Toni. Next time, let's talk.
That's right.
Yeah. Come here. Stop acting like that and come here. Listen, I got something to tell you. Baby, please don't break up with me, just stay with me. You ain't gotta make love to me.